I'm Sarah Roman from the website Sarah Scoop, and I'm here to do everything I can to help people struggling with social media get more likes outside and in. Or in the case of today's guest, I'm here to help pets too.
I do not know what I am doing when it comes to Instagram.
That people probably got sick of me.
I didn't use the right hashtags, or I didn't use any hashtags at all.
So my name is Cassie Norton, and this is Guinness Norton. I rescued Guinness with my husband about 3 years ago from Midwest Animal Rescue. I've always had pets growing up, but mainly just cats. And so Guinness is my first adoption in my adult life. And I have just felt absolutely head over heels for him. And he has been so amazing. He is my everything. So I've created an Instagram account for him in hopes of him being an advocate for other dogs that need to be rescued.
Can you shake? Can you shake? Good boy. You're so pretty. You're so sweet.
Right now I only have 25 followers, and it's asking people, friends and family to follow, but I need a bigger reach. I need to get people in the Kansas City area to follow his page.
So Cassie, you discovered the joy of rescuing a dog and making him your companion.
Absolutely.
So now you want to pay it forward, and I love this story because I actually just adopted a pet as well from a shelter, a dog. So
Awesome.
I completely understand the track you're on, and I would love to hear more about what your goal is.
Yeah, I just want to build awareness about all the adoptable pets out there in the local shelters in Kansas City. There's hundreds of dogs that need families to adopt them, and a lot of people, they think when they want to get a pet, they want to go to a pet store or they want to go to a puppy mill. I'm trying to change that mindset.
Yes, because so many people are not aware that there are so many animals in shelters and you can get the breeds that you're wanting.
Yeah, if you're looking for a specific dog, I'm sure you can wait to find that perfect one. You go in the shelter, you meet these dogs, and you find a perfect match with your personality and the dog's personality.
Now you've got a great idea. What are you struggling with? Because I want to help you make this a reality.
So my struggle is getting people to follow his page. I have an Instagram created for him, and I only have 25 people following. And usually it's a lot of my friends and family, and I want to get a broader reach. I want more people in the Kansas City area to learn about Guinness and learn about adopting pets. So that's my biggest struggle right now. And then once I get a grasp on that, then maybe create another page like a Facebook page or a Twitter account.
Dogs are like a brand of their own on Instagram or on social media pages, and we want to make Guinness Insta famous just like them.
I would love that.
And I have someone that I'm going to bring in today who is an expert at branding, and she's going to help us turn Guinness' page into something that people are following, liking, interacting with. Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being with us. Catherine is from KES Studio, and she knows particularly all that there is to know about building, growing, and managing your brand. So Catherine, you've heard a little bit of Cassie's story, but she'll kind of give you a little rundown of what is happening and why she's struggling.
Yeah, so I've created a page for Guinness to build awareness for the local animal shelters in Kansas City. So right now he only has an Instagram account, and I started it a couple weeks ago, and he only has 25 followers. So I'm struggling on getting people to follow his page and getting the attention that he deserves.
He deserves attention, so we gotta get him more attention.
Thank you. Yes, he's adorable, so I want people to love this face as much as I love this face.
I love that. I love that this is something that is so personal and you feel good about, and it's changed your life. And I guarantee there's so many people out there that want to adopt, that want more information, and you have so many resources.
Hi, Guinness.
Experiences. Yes.
Hi, Guinness.
Up and close.
He wants to be on the camera. We gotta put him in the spotlight.
He has the personality for it.
He's not camera shy, are you, Guinness? I think that people that are looking to adopt animals, they want those heartfelt stories. They want to see that people have had success. It can be scary not knowing or familiarizing yourself with adopting. You don't know where those dogs have been, what kind of life they've had, how they're going to act with your family, but there are so many that really will just make perfect additions to homes.
Absolutely.
I agree. I would challenge you to think of 5 key things that you experienced that were really pivotal in the adoption process, or maybe now, and having this dog that's changed your life. So you can tell 5 really amazing stories consistently about the journey of adoption. I think also, if you want to grow more followers, you have to tap into people that are looking for dogs. So I would start to tag and to engage with other shelters in the area. If you can have Guinness go to events and be a spokesperson, I think that would be amazing. I think any sort of challenges or social movements are going to be a really great way to get more awareness. So if you can think of something you can do to get Guinness out in the community, to get people excited and start to sharing that story that you're doing, I think that would be amazing.
And are you writing like your captions from Guinness's point of view?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I was getting ready to say. Like,
Yeah.
it's from his point of view. So, you know, all the posts, it's about like what he's doing today, or here's my mom taking me out to the dog park, or, you know, adopt this friend at the dog shelter.
So
it's
going off
his
of
voice.
that, what I was going to say is, like Catherine was saying, getting out in the environment and getting into events and all of that, but also I would love to see Guinness going to the shelter and showing us who needs a home, like
Yes.
Guinness's friends, like who is there that's lonely, like help Guinness's friends, and then have Guinness tell us like whatever Teddy is friendly and, you know, loves going on walks, and someone needs, you know, have Guinness share why his friend should be adopted.
I love that. That's a great idea.
I agree. I think getting out in the community, getting people to come and meet Guinness, to see the impact that he's had on your life while also showing his point of view on social media, I think that that would be such a great combination to grow your account and get more followers engaged.
Where I see you struggling is you have Guinness having his account, but you're not adopting Guinness. So there's gonna be something that you'll have to work there, like a line between showing Guinness going on walks with his mom,
Right.
to encouraging Guinness's friends to be adopted.
Exactly. So separating the two.
Yeah, because
Or
if
focusing on
someone,
one.
you know, there's a lot of dog profiles that people follow because it's Guinness the dog and we want to see
he's
Guinness,
adorable.
but you have more of a movement that you're trying to
Right.
do versus just showing a cute dog. So I think that you'll just have to make sure in your post you're differentiating between that and really like sharing the story. Perhaps like Guinness is sharing how one of his friends was adopted and showing that dog and that success story. So every photo, I wouldn't say has to be Guinness, as long as Guinness
Yes,
is
I agree.
sharing the story.
I agree. I think as long as it's from his point of view and you put that humorous, fun spin on it, I think it can definitely have different elements to it. I think another thing to consider are some of the statistics and resources and tips you can share. Those are little quick graphics that you can create that will become viral because people will share them, they'll be shocked by them. You can make an impact in that way as well,
Okay.
while growing your account.
And what do you use to create those graphics?
So there's so many free apps. If you search in the App Store, there's one I like that's called Canva. There's another one called WordSwag. And you can just type in your text, create a fun background, brand it. I think those are really fun ways to get, I mean, everyone loves a funny quote or something that's interesting. I think that's something that you could look at doing, is being a resource for those that want to adopt, as well as providing the humor and the fun.
Sure. I do have a question really quick. So with hashtags, is that as big as it used to be? Like, are you wanting to use all these hashtags that people click on to maybe find his page, or is that a big deal
Hashtags
anymore?
are good as long as they're strategic. So for you, I would start tagging the other shelters that you've partnered with or that you support. I would tag local businesses as well. If there's dog parks that you love or dog businesses that you like to shop at, I think that's what you should be focusing on, and not just generalized adoption hashtags, because you're really focusing on your local community. And if you have those relationships with the shelter, having them share it to their pages as well, so you can get more reach to your account, and it's just a win for everyone, because the goal is obviously to get the dogs adopted.
And getting Guinness to get involved with the dogs that are getting adopted and seeing those families that are growing and sharing those photos, hopefully they would repost that, you know, Guinness helped me find my forever home and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I love that. I think the feel-good stories would make such an impact. Other families would share it, and I just feel like there's so much opportunity here. It's just starting to create content and to be consistent with it. And utilizing Instagram story, like Sarah mentioned, I feel like there's so many ways that you can get more involved on your account.
Yeah. I kind of don't understand the story part. Like, so you're creating a story that people can click on and like watch in real time, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So they will go away after 24 hours, but you can save them as highlights. But you could have something where they know every Friday Guinness is going to show us who's at Unleashed or whatever shelter you've partnered with, perhaps like for that week, or maybe you're taking them out to an event where they're adopting dogs and you show that. So it would have to work with whatever your schedule is, but it would be nice if you had something consistent.
Yeah, the nice thing about the story is it doesn't have to be perfect. You can just shoot a video, you can take a photo, post it there. I do think adding a location tag would be good for you, because then you can tag the shelters and that will help you get more reach as well. You can even put hashtags within your Instagram story, which will again get more eyeballs on your content.
You can just put a ton of stuff on that picture.
I wouldn't put a ton. I would
I've
stick
seen that
to
before.
like 2
It gets a
or
little
3 that are very strategic,
Sure.
that make sense, and that will help you gain that following.
Great.
There's a lot of people that are very active on Facebook that love dogs, and so I think you could also build out like Guinness's Friends on Facebook.
That's a good idea.
And it can be a group where you actually pick and choose and invite people, but then open it up for others to invite. And then of course you can say, Guinness is over on Instagram too, like everyone come join us. And then that way people are also able to post, so you don't have to solely rely on yourself. Thank you so much, Catherine, for all of your tips. We
Thank you
really
so much.
appreciate you being here.
Good luck. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
So after everything we've talked about today, should we bring Guinness over and make a plan?
Yeah, let's get him over here. Guinness, can you come over here?
Guinness, are you
Good
ready?
boy. Can you sit?
So Cassie, what's your plan with Guinness moving forward after everything we've talked about today?
So I think the next step would be to share his story, the adoption story of how we met, and then maybe focus on those other dogs that are getting adopted out there and share their stories as well.
I love that. Guinness, thank you.
Can you
Shake.
Can you shake? There you go.
Shake.
Sharing Guinness's story, I don't know why I didn't think of that, but sharing his personal story of how I adopted him, how we met, the animal shelter that I adopted him from. So focusing on that, and then Kat said pick 5 different things, like reaching out to the animal shelters and maybe doing events. So Guinness can be there and show his face, and then people can maybe follow his account that way. Maybe creating my own Facebook group, or just joining Facebook groups, like Unleashed has their own, I'm sure Casey Pet Project has theirs, and that's reaching out to people that have the same mindset, people that have either adopted or maybe they're looking to adopt, volunteering, fostering, so maybe creating my own Facebook group that way and reaching people.
So the first thing I did with Guinness's social media page was share that Guinness is going to be featured on getting likes. I also went to Canva, and I use that for talking about adopting and not shopping and using some local hashtags. But I used a quote from Unleashed Pet and Rescue's website: adopting one dog won't change the world, but surely for that one dog, his world will change forever. I can't personally save them all, but building that awareness on his page and getting more people to think like that, to adopt and not go out and purchase a dog, will definitely make a change in the world. I also created a little card for Guinness. It's kind of like a little business card. It shares his story. I put that same quote on the back. This is just a good way to get more followers on his page and build awareness. So I'm excited about that.
Sometimes life hands you a gift. You can keep it all to yourself, or you can try to spread the love like Cassie. If you want others to get a chance to experience the happiness you've found, do a little planning to reach as many people as you can. Now, let's all go give Guinness a follow.
You wanna go on a car ride? Do ya? You wanna go to the dog park? Yeah? Woo!
We're getting ready to go to the doggy park, but first we're gonna stop and get a puppuccino. He's way more excited than he looks. He's ready to start moving. Guinness got his puppy whip, or puppuccino, whatever you want to call it. And he is in heaven.
Guinness, where are you going? Hi, buddy. Hi. Yeah. Who's this big guy?